Hey, I see you there scrolling through YouTube, led in your bed. If you watch this 4-minute video, it's going to change the course of your whole year. Good, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I've got 3 simple tips for you, right? Tip number 1 is to firstly go and get a notebook or your notes app, alright? You've got them. Okay. Write down your goals. Over the next 12 months, write down your goals. But not a massive list. I want you to limit yourself, okay? Not many people will tell you that. Limit yourself to 3 goals. My 3 goals, for example, are 80 kg lean, £25,000 per month, and 100,000 combined followers, alright? So you take a second and you think about what you want. Perfect, now you've got that. That just gives you like a clear guide of where you want to go in life, and it like ties you back in. So if you start losing motivation, you're going to look at that, right? Number 2 is to write down again with that same notebook. What happens if you don't achieve these goals? What happens if you stay exactly where you are right now? Because it's all well and good having a goal to chase, but if you're not running away from your previous self or your current self, then you're never going to get there, because the pain of where you're in right now isn't large enough. Now ask yourself this question. Are you truly happy with your life? Do you feel truly, fully fulfilled every single day you wake up? Do you feel like for your age you've achieved everything that you've wanted to? Or do you feel like you've maybe gone down the wrong path sometimes? Maybe you could have done better, but you've got in your own way. You know, you've been scrolling, you've been watching YouTube, Netflix, you've been going out to raves, taking drugs, you've been going out to parties and things like that. What? Have you been doing these things? And just assess if these types of things are going to get you closer to these goals or take you further away from these goals. Now, I'm not saying to live monk mode, because it's not sustainable. You still have fun every now and then, but just ask yourself the question, as a whole, is your life fulfilled and happy, or are you waiting for the weekend? Alright, and last but not least, obviously these goals are good to have. It's good to have a plan in place, and it's also good to feel shit about your situation, quite frankly. Now, this is good to think about now, but if you don't implement it, then you're going to forget about this video and forget about these goals within the next week or 2. So what I need you to do is make a calendar, a daily calendar that you're sticking to indefinitely, alright? I'm again going to give you a little example of what mine is. Actually, no, I'm going to give you an example if you work in like a 9-to-5 situation, what your calendar could look like to achieve these goals. Alright, so you wake up, you do your little morning routine, you go to work, say it's 9 till 5, then you go to the gym, right, so that's 5 till 6. Now this is where most people think, yeah, I can chill, you know, I've had a productive day. No. If you want to achieve these goals, what you need to do is work on a side hustle or learn about a side hustle for 3 hours, which is 7, 8, 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, you can chill a little bit, all right? You could watch a little bit of YouTube. I'd make it educational content, because it's always good to continue to educate our brains, continue to learn about new things, and just become a better man or a better woman. And then last but not least, you know, you can read, you can pray, you can have a shower, and you can just get ready for bed. Now, this may sound like a boring life, but this is the life that's going to get you closer to your goals. Watching Netflix is not going to get you closer to your goals. So with this calendar, you get an app called Google Calendar, and you literally just time block every little thing. So all your days are counted for. You don't get home from work and think, oh, what do I do? What do I do now? No, you just look at your calendar. You're like, all right, well, I'm doing this, then I'm doing this, then I'm doing this. You don't have to think about anything, because it removes the friction. If you know what you're doing every day and at every minute of every day, then you're going to do it. If you don't, then you start procrastinating, you start scrolling on social media, you start doing these other stupid things, all right? Now, I am aware that I maybe went pretty fast in this video. It's because I'm used to Instagram, TikTok and things like that. So if you like this content and you want to see a little bit more of it in a short format, then just go over to Instagram. My handle is Lewis_.Holden. And I mainly I try and motivate my audience. I try and teach my audience about sales, about life. And yeah, it's a great community, so get yourself over there and follow here.